Hi, I'm Pete from Bristol Cider Shop, and this is our August box. So every month we pick 6 different ciders around a new theme, and this month's theme is newly released ciders from producers that we've been working with for a while. So we've called it our Old Dogs New Tricks case. Let's see what's in the box. So we've got your tasting notes. We write them every month to give you a bit of background about the cider and about the producers. And the first cider out of the box is from Bushel and Peck. So these guys make great cider up in Gloucestershire. They started making cider from foraged and donated apples from forgotten orchards. Started making blended cider, although in the last couple of years they've released a small range of single variety ciders, and these are ciders made from a particular type of cider apple. This one's made from an apple called the Brown's apple, which is a sharp, which means it's a little bit more like an eating apple than a cider apple, and produces quite a light coloured cider. You'll see that's quite light in colour, but still full-bodied and full-flavoured, 6%. And it's called the Dapper apple because Brown's got lovely little pinstripes on it, and hence the name. So that's your first one. Second cider is from Iford. These guys make cider on the Iford estate near Bath. Again, haven't been making cider that long, only 5 or 6 years, but really nailed making accessible cider, but they're also really trying to push the boundaries and make some new, really interesting different ciders. They've just released a cherry cider, for example. This is a more traditional cider, so it's a session cider. It's called Wild Juice. 4.7%, so pretty easy drinking, pretty accessible. And the new thing about this is the format, so it's in a can. Most cider makers tend to put their cider in bottles, but a few cider makers have started following the craft beer industry and started canning their cider. And we'd be really interested actually for your feedback to find out whether you think this is the way that cider's going to go. There's a lot of debate within the cider industry as to whether this is a good idea or not, so we'll see, but let us know your thoughts. Right, the next one is McCrindle's. So this is a producer we've been working with for years. He started making cider in 2009. We opened the shop in 2010. So he was one of the first producers we ever worked with. He's in the Forest of Dean and has always made consistently good cider. It's proper tannic West Country cider, 6.2%, so proper strength. And the new thing about this is the bottle and the branding. So has had a total refresh of the look and the feel of the bottle, and we think it's brought it right up to date, and now it looks as good as it tastes. So that's number 3. The next one is from Riches. So these guys, again, we've been working with for years. We tend to sell their blended cider. We sell a lot of their farmhouse cider. When we had the shop in Wapping Wharf, it was our most popular draft cider. And we really like what they do. It's proper traditional cider, but really accessible and just really, really good. This is something slightly different. This is a single apple variety again, but made from an apple called the Improved Dove. So it produces a really rich cider. You can see that lovely colour on there. Less alcohol, this is only 5.2%, and a little bit sweeter. So this is around a medium sweet. So hopefully that will complement the other ones quite nicely. The next one we've got is from Sheppey's, and this isn't a cider at all, this is a perry. So perry is made from perry pears in the same way that cider is made from cider apples. So very different to sort of commercially produced pear cider, which is a very, very different thing. And this has got really lovely sort of complexity, quite delicate, but some kind of deep earthy notes, but lovely and fresh and fragrant and floral at the same time. Strong one, this 7.4%, so be warned. And a really nice introduction to perry if you've not tried a perry before. So that's from Sheppey's, and one of the few true Somerset perries. So it's all made from pears grown on their orchards down in Wellington in Somerset. And the last one, we couldn't make a new tricks case without including a tricky cider. This is another Somerset cider, and Matt has been making cider again from different orchards that he gets access to around the area. He's down the Blackdown Hills, and this is from a brand new orchard that he's got access to, and it's a blend of 3 different cider apples. And this is, again, a proper West Country, you know, full-bodied, full-flavoured cider. 6%, so full strength, and like all of his ciders, named after 70s rock gods. So this one is called Rainbow. So there you have it. That's our August case. Hope you enjoy it. I'll see you again next month. Cheers.